Let's keep talking. Right now. Hello. Everybody can hear me without the microphone. So we'll go ahead and this time I'm going to call the November 2022 North Carolina APCO chapter meeting to order. My name is Herman Weiss. I'm the first vice president. Christina Moore, who is our president, was unable to be here today due to a family emergency. So please encourage our family in our thoughts and prayers. At this time, I will introduce the board. To my right is second vice president Shante Litz. Immediate past president Grayson Goosa. Our treasurer is Lori. Our secretary is Missy Azale. And then our chapter commercial advisor is Gary Hawkins. At this time, I would like to recognize the following groups. If you're called, if you'll please stand. Past North Carolina APCO chapter presidents. North Carolina APCO chapter life members. APCO International senior members. APCO International life member. Registered public safety leaders, our RPLs. Our certified public safety executive, our CPEs. At this time, I'd like to recognize our corporate partners, Motorola, AT&T, Carolina Reporting, Horizon Console, and Rapid SOS. Any first-time attendees? Thank you and welcome. At this time, the meetings from the September meeting of chapter were posted on the website. At this time, I'd like to take a motion to dispense of the reading of minutes and approved that are posted on the website.
So moved.
That's motion.
Second.
All right, all in favor? All right, that passed. Personal advisory report, Gary Lawson.
I don't really have anything to report it out for both of us.
All right, sounds good. Compassionate Care, Janet King sent me a email and said that there was 5 cards sent out due to deaths. 3 cards sent out due to recent surgery and sickness, and 1 card thinking of you. She wanted me to remind everybody that if you know of an agency that is going through as death or somebody sick in that agency, to reach out to the North Carolina APCO board so we can send a card. If you can provide the names and some background of the situation, we can get a card in the mail to them. She also wanted to express her gratitude for the love and support, prayers during the loss of her father. So she said thank you. Moving right along, conference committee report, Shante and Samantha Dutch.
I'm ready.
Apologies. Okay. We have 13 submissions for presentations. We also have some interest in some keynote speakers. So if there's anybody that you guys would like to see as a keynote speaker, please let us know so that we can reach out. We are in for 5th grade counselor about offering church training at the conference. And the message for speakers for call for papers is going to go out a couple times a week. please share it on other boards. We would really like to have some really good speakers, anybody that you're interested in, anybody that you know, and encourage them to.
Thank you, ma'am. Executive council report will be Gerald Anderson. She's online. She'll be reporting. Gerald, are you there? Gerald?
She's online. She's.
Anything from Burgess?
She says no mic.
No, Mike. Okay. We'll move to the historian report. Grayson Bruce is going to report that for sure. Right?
Actually, there's nothing to report on that.
Okay. All right. Training report was going to be Gerald Anderson too. But she has no mic, so we don't get to hear that wonderful training report. Treasurer's report, Lori Law.
In our main checking account, we have $50.59. The symposium account has $75.97. The scholarship account is $1,807. Money has $34,666.85 for a total of $37,000.41.
Thank you. So Christina didn't give me any kind of president's report, but an update on the membership. As of November 17th, 2022, North Carolina APCO currently has 1,633 members. And Melanie, I forgot anything else to report. I think I reported some on the meeting. Do you have anything?
Nothing additional.
Thank you. Old business is bylaw revisions and there will be some uses.
Right, just real fast, there's no major update. The bylaws committee is continuing to work on transitioning our current constitution bylaws to the bylaws and policy manual. Our goal is to have that to the board by January for review, and then open it, then membership for review and comments to be voted on at the chapter meeting. The chapter meeting in May of 2023 in Wilmington. So just be looking for that coming up first part of the year for membership to have an opportunity to comment and ask any questions.
All right. We have Gerald dialed in and I'll see if we can hear. Go ahead.
All right, Jason, can you hear me now?
You might mute your computer, but yes, we can.
Let me do that. All right, is that better?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. Thank you. I will, Herman, I think you asked for the executive council report first.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, let me just get that up on my screen. Good morning, everyone. Got quite a you that no more short reports for the executive council report. So here we go. Tier group membership dues will increase if you have not gotten an invoice from $96, then the different membership levels 1 through 4, as well as tiers 1 will also see a short dues increase. APCO continues to push to secure federal funding for Next Generation 911. So what they're doing is, since the House of Representatives have passed legislation that would establish a major grant program for NG 911 in July, APCO has been working to get more support in the Senate. The NG 911 legislation, which was included in the Spectrum Innovation Act, which would permit up to $10 billion from Spectrum auctions to fund NG 911. APCO has been focusing on members of the Senate advocating to increase the amount to $15 billion and allow the agency responsibility to immediately begin implementing the grant program even before auction revenue is available. They just got CPE program class number 14 selected. A total of 15 participants were selected from a pool of applicants, And that class will run from January 4 to July 21st of 2023, which they'll do the final capstone course July 10th through the 21st at the Daytona Beach, Florida offices of APCO headquarters. And then, of course, those lucky people will come to the big conference if they can for graduation. APCO continues to take strides to take membership numbers. As of October, total member numbers were 36,282, which is up from 2021, as well as group membership among our agencies is now 1,487, up from 2021, and our commercial group remains about the same with 54. Preparations are well underway for APCO 2023. On the vendor and commercial partner side, booth sales are going right on as planned. They've already sold 489 10 by 10 booths. The number of exhibitors, 150, and we one new exhibitor so far. If you are interested in speaking at the conference in August of 2023, the deadline for call for papers is December the 14th at midnight. So if you are interested, please go on the APCO International website at www.apco.org and look for the call for papers for the 2023 conference. Under events and corporate outreach, they did a Nexus event November 2nd, November 3rd, which attracted 134 attendees, and the event covered 5 real-life scenarios and how the 911 response could have been impacted by NG 911 technology. Coupled with these interactive panels was the 360 experience where sponsors demonstrated technological solutions discussed in each scenario. Some key takeaways that they learned at this event: the role of data analysts in the ECC is important to manage and analyze the large amounts of data the NG 911 technologies would bring in from social media and other sources. They also learned that NG 911 technologies can greatly improve the response to incidents that have dozens of calls coming in with conflicting information to determine whether each one is related to the same incident or subsequent incidents. And last, they learned that redundancies are vital when a single event takes down the communications of multiple centers at the same time to maintaining continuity. All right, so Mr. First Vice President, Vice President, was my Executive Council report. I'm happy to take any questions if there are any.
Thank you, ma'am. I don't see any questions in the room. If you will go ahead with your report, ma'am.
Okay. All right, so as usual, and I report this every time, so just briefly, I'll say we are keeping our eyes on the numbers of COVID cases, as of course we're in the middle of cold and flu season, and I can tell you that for the EMS and medical community, we are having our worst season of flu ever. So that's making it hard to tell the difference between COVID and flu. So if you have any symptoms at all, you are encouraged to test for both. To that end, all on-site training classes may require the following. Students must wear a mask regardless of vaccination status. All students will be arranged for social distancing, so classes will have strict attending numbers, and those numbers may be lower than normal. We want to do training, and we want people to host training, and we will adhere to whatever the rules are at the given time in this specific training site. If you do wish to host a class, or you'd like to see a certain topic offered in a classroom format or online platform, please don't hesitate to reach for anybody on the APCO board, and they'll get that message to me. We're happy to work with you to make the training a reality. The following opportunities are available. As you just heard in the conference committee report, the 2023 North Carolina Public Safety Communications Conference is scheduled for Sunday, April 30th through Wednesday, May 3rd at the beautiful North Carolina Convention Center. Presentations are in for Monday, May 1st, Tuesday, May 2nd, and Wednesday, May 3rd. As always, the committee is dedicated to providing our members and friends with the best in networking opportunities. And in 2023, the conference plans to continue to meet this standard. To make this the best experience for everyone that attends, we need you and your talents, skills, and knowledge to share with the attendees on the hottest topics in our industry. So if you are interested in being a keynote speaker, we also kindly request that you use the link that's been sent out multiple times and will continue to be so over the listserv. That helps keep everything in one place so that when myself and the committee sits down to look through all of the submissions, everything is where we need it. The call for presentations will be accepted through Friday, January 2023 at 11:45 p.m. We hope that you'll plan on joining us to be part of this great opportunity to share your talents and skills, as well as your knowledge with the members of our professional community and beyond. Please be on the lookout for more TTO and supervisor classes that we've had a list of agencies that wish to host, and so those classes will be scheduled and then be advertised soon. Some friendly reminders for everybody. As you know, effective July 1st of this year, all telecommunicators are required to have 40 hours of telecommunicator training. So as a reminder, if you work for a municipality or your communication center is run by a sheriff, your agency is required to have your communication staff go through the communicator certification course, which is under the sheriff standards umbrella. All other agencies can choose to do the telecommunicator certification course or other telecommunicator training that is equal to the minimum hours of 40. Now, with that said, for those of you that do the sheriff's training standards program, today is November the 18th, 2022. You have 1 month and 13 days to finish your staff's 2022 telecommunicator in-service training. If you do the training in-house, training lesson plans, PowerPoints, and handouts are available now to the North Carolina Justice Academy bookstore, or if you are an instructor and you have access to the instructor sign-in, you can download those things. It is required that all telecommunicators that work, again, register of a sheriff or a municipality, as of July 1st, you have to take the sheriff's communication course. Everybody else to make a difference. It is required that all staff hired on or before June 30th of this year must take the 2022 in-service training. Everyone that you hired July 1st and afterward, they are waived for this year and may begin training with the rest of your staff in January of 2023. If you don't do these classes in-house, don't fret. Richmond Community College, Alamance Community College, as well as North Carolina Justice Academy offer these classes online. If you are an instructor, remember you must successfully test out of a class in order to teach it. Also, if you're an instructor, please do not forget to go to the North Carolina Justice Academy website, training portal, and do your annual instructor update class. This is how you keep your general instructor certification. All right, so please do not forget to do that. You don't want to have to go back to instructor training. The 2023 telecommunicator in-service, a minimum of 16 credit hours, has 6 lesson plans. You heard me, 6, that are mandatory to complete the required 16 hours, and then there are 3 additional choice selections for a total of 6 hours. So you must take the 6 classes, all right, that are mandatory, and then you get to choose from 3 2-hour blocks of instruction to finish up your 16 hours. Be sure that your staff does the 6 lesson plans that are mandatory to satisfy the certification requirement, and then anything else you add, that's a bonus. And as again, it bears repeating, if you are a North Carolina general instructor, please make sure you do the annual training January 1st of each year. It's 1 hour online. This is how, and we're doing that to maintain our certification. If you don't do it, your certification will be revoked and you won't be able to teach. You no longer need to fill out those old forms and send them out and renew, because you renew automatically when you in-service training with the 1 hour each year. If you need to renew instructor certification, you should get an email probably about 2 to 3 months before your certification is set to expire. But they will only accept the paperwork and process it within the month that you expire. Right? And then they don't send that certifications anymore or certificates that show unless you request it. So if you teach for multiple people and they need to have a copy of that, just send an email and say, I need a certificate that shows that I'm valid, so I can send that in, and they'll send it to you. As instructors, you are responsible for maintaining your own certifications and all the documentation. They don't keep up with that. Like I said, you make an email that reminds you that you're getting ready to expire. But what I would urge you to do is put yourself remind yourself your phone with an alert about 3 months after you're set to expire, so that you can do things in a timely manner, because they won't hesitate to cut you down. The telecommunicator certification course task analysis is still in process. As far as I know, the Justice Academy is working on updating the curriculums and that includes that review. Once the curriculum has been approved by sheriff standards and finalized, and new test questions have been written and designed, everything will then have to go into a content stage, and then they start the process over again before it can be finally approved for dissemination. So my guesstimate is that you might see that in 2024 or late 2023. As always, it's our challenge to continue to provide quality training for all of our members across the state at a cost-effective cost. We thank you for our efforts by attending the training, and we want to widen our efforts. So please, if you have any requests that we can help you with, we are here to do so. That concludes my report, Mr. First President. I'll take any Q&A if anybody has any.
Thank you, ma'am. Do not see any questions. I thank you for your. Moving right along, we have no other old business. We'll now go into new business with the nomination committee with Committee Gibson.
So per our chapter bylaws, the immediate past president serves as the chair of the nominations committee. And our board did meet yesterday to approve the timeline for elections for this upcoming 2023 chapter elections. Nominations will be accepted January 1st through January 31st, 2023. Then the nominees will be verified and notified to attend the chapter meeting in May of 2023, which I believe is in Laurinburg. So you'll be able to introduce yourselves there.
No, March of 23.
Yes, March, sorry. Yes, March meeting. Then elections will elect meeting following that March meeting and be open through April 15th. And the following offices will be elected this year. We have second vice president, chapter secretary, regional ambassador for region E, region D, and region F. And as part of our upcoming bylaws changes, we are staggering the secretary and treasurer position, so they do not run on the same to help improve continuity. So with that being said, the executive board did vote yesterday to extend the treasurer's term by 1 additional year, so it'll not be elected again until 2024. The secretary will be elected in 2023. So just be looking for more information on that. And we said the nominations will open on January 1st. So that on the list serve that's right.
All right, sounds good. Does anybody else have any new business for the good of the chapter? All right. With that, I will take a motion to adjourn the meeting, please. Motion on the floor, a second. Second, all in favor? Aye. All right, the meeting is adjourned. Before we go, we are going to do our drawing for Toys for Tots. Also, just to let you know that our next meeting will be in Charlotte, which will be on January 20th. So if you did bring toys for Toys for Tots, you should have gotten a raffle ticket. If you did not get a raffle ticket for the amount of toys that you brought, please let me know. Everybody's got a raffle ticket for the toys that they brought. Right?
All right, I just want to thank everyone for participating in this Toys for Tots initiative. It was, of course, sponsored by North Carolina APCO. Our new work, which is communications, outreach, and engagement. We're excited about this. We had 60 toys collected today during the meeting, so I think you all should give yourself a Additionally, our second initiative with CORE is going to be a statewide food drive. So please be on the lookout for that. It's going to be very helpful. We'll have everyone representing their agency, and it will go to your local food bank. So I'm really excited about that initiative with CORE. So thank you so much for your participation, and we will do the drawing now for our five, so six prizes.
The first door prize is an Outtake Lansing mini life jacket Schultz Bluetooth speaker.
All right, that winning ticket is 0759882. Last three of 882. Congratulations.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys.
Next is a Jabra Elite 3 earbuds.
All right, so that is going to be last three, 833.
Will that be me again? Check about. Check about.
All right, last three of 872. 872.
Excellent. All right. All right. She says none.
Next is a 4K Google TV Chromecast device.
Last three is going to be 866.
866.
866.
Oh, that's
Yes.
With technology that happens.
All right,
Well, the next is a Lenovo smart clock.
and that's going to be for ticket 842. 842.
Next is three advanced noise cancellation earbuds. Like else you can do with them.
Last three is going to be 823. 823.
Oh, Lord, it was so close.
All right, and the last grand prize, Lenovo Tab P11 Plus tablet.
I stand back there. I'm starting to run.
Maybe you're doing right.
And the last one is going to be 863. Eight, three.
So excited.
Congratulations, everyone. Thank you.
Again, I want to say thank you to everybody that contributed toys to this. This is a very good cause, so thank you to everybody. Before we bless the meal, I also wanted to say, Shantae just celebrated her 40th birthday the other day. Also, Lisa getting ready to celebrate a birthday sometime next soon.
Yeah.
So happy birthday to the both of them. At this time, I'd like to ask Shantae if she would please bless the meal, and then we'll go eat some good food.
Lord, we thank you for this wonderful time of fellowship with some of the finest professionals in this state. We ask that you please bless the hands that prepare the food, allow it to be a nourishment and strengthening of our bodies. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
All right, that concludes everything. Chad says that we're ready to. So.